Hey guys, what is going on? So Season 2 of Call of Duty Vanguard has been delayed until mid-February, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about why it's been delayed and what we're hoping to see when Season 2 does eventually drop. So let's get straight into it. So we were expecting Season 2 of Vanguard/Warzone to drop on or around the 2nd of February, but it was announced on the 19th of January on the official Call of Duty Twitter account that Season 2 would be delayed, with the official date for launch now being the 14th of February. But why the delay? Well, the post talked about prioritising the gameplay experience, seemingly referring to the large amount of bugs and issues with the game as it stands today. Now this is referring not only to Warzone and Vanguard, but also issues with Modern Warfare. But is this a wise move? It's a tough situation because there is no doubt that, as Vanguard stands today, it's really lacking of fresh content, especially when we look at game modes, of which at the moment we only really have 8, or 9 if you count Champions Hill. But on the other side of the coin, what's the point in pushing through new content if the game isn't functioning properly? So ultimately, I think the devs had to take this route. It's a good move, but more so it's a forced one. The blog post linked to the announcement mentioned, "We feel your frustrations and hear you loud and clear," in reference to the community experiencing issues across not only Vanguard and Warzone, but also Modern Warfare as I mentioned. The improvement areas will focus on optimizations to gameplay, as well as game balancing including weapon and equipment, and also to fix the game stability, along with all the bugs that come with it. Inevitably there is going to be issues with the new game, whether that's quality of life or just general gameplay, and the devs will need to, and do, react to that kind of thing. But the important thing here is the communication with a large Call of Duty fanbase. One thing that I felt was clear from Cold War were the season roadmaps. They were very clear outlays of what was coming for the respective season, and when, as gamers, we could get our hands on it. This is something I don't think has been done overly well thus far with Vanguard. A couple of weeks ago it was randomly announced that updates would be coming for Vanguard Season 1 Reloaded, but what we saw in reality was relatively small changes to zombies, as well as a bunch of fixes, and for this there was no roadmap whatsoever. Keeping the community in the dark on updates will only accomplish one thing, and that's to annoy them. So I think this clear announcement on a specified time for Season 2 needs to be followed pretty swiftly by a roadmap, and the devs coming out and saying, yes, we're delaying it, but here's a clear view of what you'll be getting by waiting those 12 days so that we can make vital improvements. And I do think that the majority of the community would be accepting of that. In terms of what we'd hope to see in Season 2, for me, I don't think there's a great need for new maps at this point. We had a significant amount at launch, but I wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or maybe 2 sneak it into the new season. I think the main issue is the point I alluded to earlier in the video. There really is a lack of game modes in Vanguard. Endlessly grinding TDM, domination and kill confirmed, to name a few, gets tiresome pretty quickly. I'd like to see the return of some favourites from Cold War, such as Prop Hunt and Gun Game, and I still really miss modes from Modern Warfare like Capture the Flag and Cyber Attack. This, along with some new weapons and further updates to zombies, should be a minimum, but as of yet we don't really have any concrete information on what is coming for Season 2. I do think we need a dedicated round-based map for zombies pretty soon as well, but I'd be very surprised to see that in Season 2, given the additional work that has been put into Der Anfang. There is a clear direction there that this will be further supported whether the community likes it or not. As for Warzone, there's a lot of bugs and issues still in the game, so I'd imagine most of the focus will be on tidying those up. But what are you hoping for in Season 2 of Vanguard and Warzone? And what do you think we'll actually get versus what you're hoping for? Let us know in the comments below your thoughts. Just before you go, if you enjoy our content, then clicking that sub button is really appreciated. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.